Yes.
And that's the last time I'm ever gonna snort broken glass. Anyways, hello and welcome to another Taking a Look At. This time we are only 3 people because the owl is working and the cat is on vacation. The cat has said that he might jump into the stream drunkenly and then leave again.
Yeah, he did say he's gonna crash the stream, so yeah.
He might show up and then not be here. We don't know. Anyways, so it's just me, Smelly, and Dan, and it's probably gonna be a Dan heavy episode. It's a Dan arc.
Yay.
Because today we'll be taking a look at Energy Muse, which is like a crystal bullshit thing. And if you're wondering why I'm not showing it as usual and it's Dan showing it, that's because I can't access this site. If I try to access this website, I get a screen saying forbidden and then a smaller text saying I'm not allowed to access this server. So this is forbidden knowledge for me, apparently.
Yeah, maybe the Danish government does not like you learning on the secret energy of crystals and that sort of shit.
Yeah,
Yes, let's just introduce ourselves. I mean, everyone here knows us, but we might as well do it anyway, just as a formality. My name is PurpleDan. I have a YouTube channel doing debunking stuff, focusing mostly on young Earth creationism and this sort of shit. So yeah, this is lovely. And then
I think most people in the chat. I don't think we get a whole lot of new people.
It's a formality, Micro. Don't fucking burst my bubble, please.
Okay, all of our channels are in the description.
Yeah.
And I've been going to school, so I haven't really been doing anything fun except school.
Bullshit excuse, if you ask me.
How dare you become smarter?
Shit. There's a spot on my dick that you should kiss. So.
Yeah.
And an instant demonetization.
Oh yeah, it's not like the shit.
Again, we don't monetize.
Fuck. I know we don't, but it's still fun to say that.
But yeah, it's more of like just a fuck you to
it's
YouTube.
It's a meme.
It's a meme. That is.
It is.
Fucking hell, it is a meme.
Can you like not die, Smetty? Like
Hey man, okay, so
this show isn't fun doing only 2 of us.
Yeah,
you muted.
Yeah, well, it's because I had to take another drag off my e-cig, and I was like, well, fuck, because I'm still trying to get used to. Okay, so what we need to acknowledge here is that I quit smoking cigarettes.
That's good.
You went for the high-tech future option. Ooh.
No, it's.
Hey, well, I have zero. It's a zero nicotine juice. Like I just decided to go, hey, screw it. It was just for like the oral fixation anyway.
Yeah, I understand. But yeah, so let's get to this thing before we really go on to too much of a tangent. Our previous episodes were heavy tangent, which so badly tangent-y that the live chat was also on their own tangent.
Last week wasn't the best episode.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we all just went. But yeah.
Yeah.
So let's start. So, like this website really just starts at a good point. You know, it just shows you immediately what it's about. That's why it makes it a good website to do, because it just says crystals, crash course, beginner's guide.
Well, that's because that's the.
There you go.
That's not the actual front page of it. The home page of it.
Yeah, it's just yeah. Well,
that's because that's the blog post Rhetoric sent to us.
Yeah, let's see the home at least.
Well, it's really the only other than the shop. It's really the only part of the website that is.
Oh, by the way, they have
a.
I saw in the. This is not a tangent, by the way. I saw in the suggested videos for this stream. Their YouTube channel. They have a YouTube channel, and you want to know the best part? if you go to it and go to the about section, their description is literally says something about demystifying crystal healing. That is the most loveliest sentence I've ever seen.
Ooh, yes, okay. I'm gonna have to cover that in my YouTube channel sometime.
I was think I that's kind of why I brought it up. Anyway, should we read?
Good. Yeah, so it starts off showing a picture of a lovely few crystals. You get the usual suspects there,
All
like
the pretty ones.
malachite, tiger's eye, blue lace agate, watermelon tourmaline.
What's the one that just looks like snot?
This one here.
No, the go down.
Because
down last row.
This one here.
Yeah.
I don't know. That could be a rock quartz or something.
It kind of looks like snot.
Yeah, I would say this looks like snot, but anyways.
It depends on how sick you are.
Fair enough.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, so I'm gonna read the first one. Just highlight it here. The highlighting doesn't look good on. Can you guys actually read that?
Yeah.
Okay. Create over millennia. Yeah, no. Not all crystals are take that time to grow. Some take.
True.
Yeah. Healing crystals harness.
Hashtag not all.
Not all. Healing crystals harness the life-giving elements of the earth and the universe, harnessing the energy of the sun, the moon, and the oceans. That's very much not true.
That they aren't in contact with because they're in the fucking ground.
Yeah. Semi-precious stones connect us to Earth as soon as we come into contact with them. Many people wonder if crystals have healing powers. They really don't. Wait, is that a period or... No, that is.
I think it's a...
Yeah, it's just a... Come on. And while there are many anecdotes describing the curative effects of healing stones, that's it. They're just anecdotes. It really depends on your own experience. That's a fucking simple cop-out. It takes a conscious effort to open your heart and mind to the power of crystal healing. But once you begin the journey, as
I have the power of crystals.
Mysterious and crystals that would rock your world. I'd give a thumb up for that pun because that's pretty good.
That's even better than our puns.
Oh god!
I think that's the first time we've been out-punned by one of the websites.
I know, and it seems like
impressive.
It almost feels like they didn't even try that hard. Like it just flowed naturally, like a river.
Yeah, like
it's all the crystal rocks. It's all the crystal meth that been snorting.
Rectoblast. Just you said that, and Rectoblast pooped it up in the chat. Crystal meth.
Yeah, I had it first.
Yeah, well, just most of these crystal stuff, it really just follows the same trend, you know, like they're natural, therefore they're good. They look pretty, therefore they're good.
Fallacy.
And yeah,
is there a name for? Would that technically be an appeal to emotion? The fact that they're pretty, or is that technically another thing?
Hey, maybe we could just call it appeal to aesthetic.
Yeah, I'm guessing that was ours. That's the.
I mean, I'm sure that's not the nomenclature people would use, but
I like it.
It makes sense.
Sounds good enough. It works because it's fucking pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at these pictures, I mean, crystals are damn pretty.
Most of them have been polished, to be fair.
Yeah, I really don't like these tumbled stones. They're
well, hey,
there
are some. Oh, go ahead.
They're called tumble stones. It's literally just they take a big chunk of, let's say, malachite, they chop it up into smaller pieces, throw it into like a rolling bin, and then
they tumble them around. Yeah.
Yeah.
The same way they make jelly beans.
That's kind of sad because then you remove all the interesting geometries you get.
You really do. That's why I really don't like tumbled stones. Yeah. Unfortunately, I have quite a bit of these tumbled stones simply because I'm unable to find raw samples. And there's just no way in hell I'm gonna buy a crystal from a crystal website like this. There's no way they're getting any money from me.
Yeah, me neither.
There are
I have to say they do have a shop selling with one, not this website, but one of the other crystal websites. I looked at, they do have a shop with a lot of very lovely fossils.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
There are a couple of websites. I know mendat.org has a section where they have like mineral auctions, but those minerals are super expensive, but they are exceptional quality ones. But yeah, you can find really good samples there, and they're not being sold as spiritually significant. They're just for collectors because
they're being sold as rocks because that's what
being sold as rocks because that's what they are. So,
Hey,
Micro.
let's read. I want to read the next.
Yeah. Okay. Then Smelly. What can crystals do for me?
Everything.
Well, gentlemen. If you're just beginning to use crystals, a great way to harness their healing power is by using healing stones for manifesting your intentions and what you want to create in your life. Pause for laughter. When it comes to crystal basics, the basics everyone knows. These otherworldly rocks, indicating they're from somewhere else, connect us to the earth because they are tangible, physical forms that have powerful vibrations. Sorry, I just had to finish that.
Space crystals?
Yeah, okay, so it's otherworldly, meaning it's not from Earth, but it connects us to the earth because it's physical, you can touch it, and it has vibrations. What?
Okay, number one, these crystals are... saying they're otherworldly makes... It really is a disservice to crystals because that's exactly that. They are the earth in its purest form, you can almost say. If I want to be sounding poetic.
Isn't there somewhere the iron meteorites where they have some like specific crystal patterns?
That's what I was gonna say.
You're talking about chondrite, yeah. Those.
But it's unfair to say that all of them possess this specific, trait, because some of them could have only been formed here based on the material that
because they need liquid water
went in to form them.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously
that's not to say that it's rocks or alchemy, which is kind of what it sounded like I was saying for a second. But I mean, to make crystal, you need the proper chemicals to come together and
conditions.
You have conditions. The chemistry needs to be perfect. Most of these crystals have a very fine margin of being created. Diamonds is a very interesting example, though, because in diamonds come from cratons. They are.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
They're land masses that are older than 1 billion years. So the land mass has had enough time to cool down and keep the pressure high in its in a certain range. Because if you have too little pressure, the graphite won't turn into diamonds, and if you have too much, there's no such thing as too much pressure in this case. But usually, when there's high pressure, there is lots of heat because it's deep in the earth, and diamonds are carbon. Then the carbon just gets burnt up and associated with other minerals in the environment and not diamonds. So cratons have this like Goldilocks zone where the pressure is just high enough and the heat is low enough for these diamonds to form. So they're formed in these very thin but large planes, and then very long time ago where the crust was in such a way so that a volcanic eruption known as a kimberlite pipe could occur. Or it's called a kimberlite event. So what would happen is these eruption would stem from kilometers below the ground, going through a diamond carrying field, and then literally plaster the diamonds on the walls of the craton, and obviously in between the ejecta of the craton. So if you go to a place like Kimberley, which is where the entire word comes from, Kimberley is a place close to, I think, the Free State of South Africa. But yeah, it's called Kimberly's Hut. It's just a giant fucking hole in the ground with diamonds everywhere.
Hmm.
Oh,
Wait, so none of the
Well,
diamonds. So wait, so no. So all the diamonds we find were formed like that, like what did you say, 1,000,000 years ago or billion years
yeah.
ago?
Yeah, a very long time ago. Yeah, over definitely over 1,000,000 years ago. That's for sure. But they come out of structures that are older than 1 billion years. There are other ways diamonds form, but they're not really the diamonds we associate with diamonds. Like when we look at uh, like diamonds for jewelry quality,
Mm.
you think of really big crystals that are clear and shiny.
Well, let me finish this last part real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so we left off at powerful vibrations. This energy continues to connect with you when you wear these intention crystals. That's fun.
Okay.
When you wear them close to your skin or place them in your environment. Thought
So
and intention.
wait. So either when you have them close to you, or just when you have them in general.
Yeah, when you wear them or when you just have them.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but in one way or another, you're buying this fucking crystal.
Oh yeah, that's
But
another
anyway.
thing. Oh yeah, you finished.
Mm.
What we did
With
this
every
last.
thought and intention, these crystals pick up your unique vibrational energy and amplify the positive vibes that you're cultivating, bro. Yo,
Oh.
dude, where's the
Yeah,
DD, bro?
that turned into a weird metaphor real quick. Now, yeah.
Well, it just seems like the last part was written by somebody that was really, really high.
Yeah.
They love attaching this vibrations to crystals. Like they're magical because they vibrate.
Wait, does that mean sex toys are magical?
Possibly.
Yeah, I was
They
gonna say you
don't
should just get a
vibrate
vibrator
any
made out of
more
crystal.
than any other fucking solid does.
No.
It's just a crystal it's just a really ordered arrangement. Well, not even all crystals well what they associate with crystals have an ordered array of you could say molecules. It's not all of them are that perfect in their crystal lattice, you know. Like you get some amorphous solids that they're also considered as being crystals, and they also
No,
vibrate and
things like
magical.
obsidian.
Yeah, I've heard some of the arguments I've heard for crystal power is that the idea of constructive interference of vibrations. So they're trying to say that you have this crystal which vibrates at a frequency that's associated with an ailment. For instance, uh, if you get drunk, you have a certain vibration of your body, which obviously, I mean, Jesus, come on,
I
fucking
mean, I
vibration of
do
your
get
body.
quite hyper
Yeah,
when I drink, so I'm
yeah.
guessing I
So
do probably do vibrate a bit more.
yeah, so the amethyst vibration is 90 degrees out of sync with that, and that means there's destructive interference between the two, and that makes you undrunk. That is
Wait. So if I take a piece of amethyst and put it in my drink, like I can just put it in a bottle of pure vodka and just down it and nothing will happen? Are they literally saying that?
yeah, but don't you know that's where the whole idea behind amethyst came from? You know
Well,
something
that should
about
be easy to test.
yeah. Just check amethyst. The etymology of the word it comes from not drunk or something.
Oh,
Used
really?
by yeah, from the Romans. That's why I'm saying makes you not drunk. Obviously,
Dude, that's
that's
actually
It's Greek. Yeah, it's Greek for it comes from amethystus, a nut, and Mephisto, or Mephito, meaning intoxicate.
well,
yeah.
I'm
Didn't know
actually
that.
very impressed with where that turned. I was expecting, no offense, I was expecting for something that kind of circled back to something ridiculous, but that was actually very informative and super interesting, Dan.
Oh, thanks. But yeah, that's just
We should put Dan in
because I mean,
charge more often.
I've heard
Seriously.
I've heard people at uni actually talk about these effects, and my first response was first face bombing the living shit out of myself, but then I was like, okay, I shouldn't be that quick to just laugh at it and disprove it. You know, I should actually go check, is there any truth to this? And no, there is none. The crystals do not vibrate in any way that's more significant than any other normal solid.
And it's not like they react with the alcohol either, because then
Yeah,
you
yeah, of
would
course.
dissolve them in alcohol.
Well, you want? Yeah. Well, there's this girl in our math class the other day, which this ties into what you're saying. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my entire life, and I want to look into it to see exactly how dangerous it was. But this girl told me that about once a month she takes what essentially amounts to about a quarter of a teaspoon of Epsom salt. Epsom salt, and puts it in about 3 liters of water and drinks it over like 1 or 2 days.
Oh, let me see. I read something about that recently. Hold on.
That sounds incredibly dangerous. Is it just me? But at surface value, that sounds dangerous. It doesn't sound healthy.
I honestly don't really know what the effects of Epsom salts are on the human body.
But here's why she said it. Here's the most ridiculous part. She said she did it because of its vibrational energy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why it made sense. But the whole Epsom salt and water. I know somebody else who did that shit. My ex-roommate's mother does it, but she does it on a higher scale, and she's old and pruny. And I used to make
I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop a link for you on Twitter.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I want to look into that, because I heard it and I didn't even dispute it or question it. At first, I was awestruck.
The short story is, it turns out that if you drink it enough, you can give yourself a unique type of liver damage.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, that makes sense. Logically, it makes sense.
We should definitely move on to the next paragraph.
Yeah.
But before,
I think it's Micro's turn to read this time.
Actually. It is.
Before we actually do that, the thing about these vibrations, right? I've actually heard some arguments around that they have a vibrational field around them, like electromagnetic field, or they usually just say energy field, even though that term is very nebulous at best. So, if they do indeed have any sort of field, you'll be able to test it.
Yes.
It's as simple as that. We have equipment that's so fucking sensitive. They can sense movements of individual electrons.
Yep.
I mean, if it can't move a fucking electron, then it's not gonna have any effect on your body. Period. That's it's as simple as that. But then I heard another thing. I've heard another thing, and I actually had. It's sort of maybe a bit embarrassing, but I didn't really have a good argument against it. Someone
just stupid.
Someone in personal. I met at the Terry shop once, right? So this person actually saw one of my videos, because I did tell a few people around here about my videos. He heard from a guy who heard it from a guy, so he saw my videos on crystal healing. And he came up to me and said I'm a bit of an asshole because, what about all the people who do believe in this shit? First argument is, yeah, but there's a lot of people who do believe in this shit that are harming themselves. The usual. But then he said, what if science haven't figured out a way to sense the healing properties these crystals have? What if the crystals affect a human on a different level than the vibrations and on more...
So vitalism.
Yeah, it's sort of something like that. He's like, if there's a different mechanism, we scientists, he used that term, you scientists, even though
you naughty scientists.
Yeah, and I'm like, my first response is that's fucking bullshit, because if you can't sense it, it doesn't exist, But then I was like, how do I explain it to this guy? How do I come up with a good argument to prove what he's saying is completely bullshit. You know?
You will basically have to explain that the body is made out of the same stuff as everything else. There's nothing special about it. It's just complicated chemistry.
Yeah, and that's actually my first argument against people typically with these sort of issues, is that whenever you look at things at its base, most basic level, at the atoms and molecules level, I mean, there are molecules that have certain atoms, the composition in them, where there's like an atom that will steal electrons from something inside the other molecule. We have, they manipulate each other on such a small and very specific scale that if anything of this sort was truly happening on some level, we'd be able to see that manipulation.
We would at least be able to see that it has an effect in actual placebo trials.
Exactly. When you scale it,
trials.
Yeah, and when you scale it down to the smallest measures that we can do using...
Before the chat loses this go on too much, Dabbert said that it's a stupid argument because if it had any effect, we could measure it. And Kaylee said the same thing. And this was eventually my argument. I was like, sure, let's suppose the crystals do have the effect. Yes, let's assume that the crystals have the effect and the mechanism is unknown to us. If that was true, we would have a result on the human. There would be a literal result that you could test every single time the same way. This is my argument eventually.
Yeah.
He wasn't happy with my answer, but
of course not.
Well, a good way to kind of like create a visual picture in people's head is just like, think about Marie Curie. She worked on, what was it, radium? Wasn't it radium that she worked with?
She worked with radioactivity.
Okay, but she died of it eventually. But we still can't handle her property.
Nope.
Because we can see the effects. It looks like a chair. Yes, it's a chair. It's a desk. But sit at that chair, at that desk for longer, long, prolonged exposure. Eventually, we'll be able to see the radiation, the ionizing radiation, affecting your body at a molecular level. We can detect it. And at face value, it just looks like a chair and a desk. So...
Well, now Dan Muse himself.
Yeah, but I think that's a good time for...
Sorry.
I was about to say it's a good time for a tangent. Fuck.
Yeah, sorry. I had to just greet someone. Okay, so the next... Are we going to go on? Or...
Yeah, let's go on.
Yeah, let's keep going.
So this is still the same section. So Smelly, you can do this, and then the next section is quite long.
I think we should do it paragraph by paragraph.
Yeah.
Well, what's this? What part are we at?
In this magical.
Sorry. See, I'm trying to find it on my phone, and
since in this magical
Hangouts.
But just
there's one that starts with.
Just let me read it.
Yeah, go ahead.
In this magical world of vibrations, crystal energy helps you on your spiritual journey. I didn't know I was on one, but okay. Because it works to hold your intention and remind you of your connection to the earth. As a well thought out intention is the starting point for healing crystals. Okay, they need to put some commas in there. But healing crystals because specific...
Stagger it a little bit.
Yeah. Because specific intentions instilled into your daily thought patterns also become part of his energy. Can I get some dressing with that word salad?
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it is. But again, if you just say that, the people would never be happy with that argument. So, yeah. Again, with the magical vibrations and the connection to Earth, it really... The specific thing I want to point out is a well thought out intention is a starting point for healing crystals. That is right there is the... How can you say? It's the point that they can go, ha, it didn't work for you because you didn't have a good intention. It's their cop out.
It's also a contradiction, since then it's not crystal healing. it's my intentions.
Yeah. So if you
and here's the thing. If you work your whole life, like let's say you play guitar, right? And you work at it and you work at it and you work at it and you get really, really fucking good. Your intention the whole time was to get better. But the key ingredient there was hard work and perseverance. Now, continue onward with your guitar playing abilities. You'll probably pick up gigs where you teach kids how to play, and then eventually you'll be noticed, blah, blah, blah. Let's say you get famous. That wasn't because you sat in your room holding your guitar wishing that you would become a famous guitar player. It's because you worked hard at it and you pushed yourself, blah, blah, blah. This typical
training.
Yeah.
Inspirational bullshit. Exactly. And that's one thing that I think is always missing from these anything where it's based upon this idea cultivated and more made more mainstream by that book, The Secret, is that they seem to portray it in this light that all you have to do is have good intentions towards it. And maybe it's intentional, maybe it's not. I'll be willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. But it's almost like they leave it out in everything that talks about these issues. And I think that that's one thing that needs to be pushed forward just a little bit more as far as it goes with, healing and shit like that, with the medical side of all of this. Because it's like, yes, get this crystal to help your outlook, but still probably see a GP, At least go see your regular physician.
Yeah, the thing is, decorating your house of crystals is awesome. I mean, my geological professor, he had in his living room next to a fireplace 2 huge, and I mean really huge quartz crystals, like individual quartz prisms. And I'm talking about more than half a meter in length, and that's like
That's
maybe
a fucking big chunk of
like
quartz.
three-quarters of a yard in length and about half a foot in diameter.
For anybody
Like,
unfamiliar with the metric system, that's about 2.3
Wait,
feet.
no. Not for anyone.
You said 3 meters. Wait, did you say a third of a meter?
I said
Like
gave
3/4 of a
in,
meter?
in imperial units.
I said
Yeah, but
three quarters of a
most people don't know.
I said
Wait, did you give it in?
I said 3/4 of a yard. Yeah.
You said,
Yeah, but yard. People in America don't understand really what a yard is. When we think of a yard, they're like, "Oh, backyard."
Oh.
Seriously, ask anybody. Ask anybody.
Oh my
ask
God! I'm
anybody in
trying to go
America.
to your
We'll
level.
be like,
and
yeah. A football field's 100 yards. You ask somebody to tell you how far that is, and most of them can't.
Isn't it like 3 feet or something?
Yeah, it's 3 feet for a yard. A yard is a meter.
Yeah,
essentially.
It's very close. There's a slight. I know a yard is a tiny bit shorter than a meter.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I just know that a lot of people. It wasn't a condescending thing. It was to help people out. Now you're making me look like a prick, and I was just trying to be nice.
There you are.
That's cool, man. No, it's
just in case anybody out there was like having to Google it real quick. I was trying to make it easy.
Welcome to the unit of length discussion.
This tangent is brought to you by a meter stick.
Yeah, I really love
the yard.
Yeah, I love the banter between the two between the two measuring systems because I can use both. Because there's a lot of South Africa.
I want to make a.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
A few years ago, that's like South Africa was in one half of its lifetime. It was imperial, and then it just magically switched over to metric. So a lot of the equipment you have is still imperial, even though the new stuff is metric. So in industry, you're kind of forced to learn both. But I mean, it's not that difficult.
Okay, so the micro, the thing that you said a minute ago, really reminded me of that show, Look Around You. Please tell me you've seen it.
Doesn't ring at all.
Okay, it's like it was made by half of the dude that was in Shaun of the Dead, not Nick Frost, but the other guy.
Simon Pegg.
Simon. There you go. He made this show that was like a BBC. It was like a BBC educational mockumentary style show. It was like a little informative, but not really so. And each episode was sort of staged in an educational for TV school type situations. And they were just they were 11-minute episodes of just random shit about a different topic each week, like music, future technologies, and stuff like that. It's fucking hilarious. And each episode, yeah, dude, seriously, it's great. But the way that you framed that, like this week's, it just reminded me of look around you.
Well, let's take a look around this website.
Yeah. Oké. Volgende. Next. Why do crystals work?
So I'm gonna read the first part of this.
Okay, can I just point out that I love that they don't say how do they work or anything. They don't take time to investigate whether or not it actually works. They jump straight to why does it work.
Well, here's the thing. I read
before we even.
I read forward and. Oh, go ahead.
I just want to point out something. Kaylee and Paranor, listen, guys. Get each other's Skype details and go have that discussion in private. Because we had that similar discussion last time, and it took the chat on a very, very, very strange route.
What was the discussion about?
So, someone read.
I can't. I'm limited in what I can do without losing bandwidth.
Okay, just said, I mean, I can understand wanting to be dominated, maybe tied up, slapped around, and burned a little bit.
Okay, yep, gotcha.
Okay,
yep,
guys,
okay, I remember now.
if you guys really do want to stick to the chat and to go on, sure, we can't stop you. But
actually, we can, but we're not going to.
Yeah, we're not going to.
Yeah, we're not assholes.
If you guys really are into that sort of stuff.
Unless, of course, they are into the fact that we ban them from the chat or mute them.
Don't let us stop your it's okay, I want to say voyeurism, but it's not voyeurism. Expeditionism, I think it's called.
Yes.
Anyways, before we go on another tangent, you can start reading, Smelly.
Okay, they start off with appeal to antiquity. Clear quartz has been on Earth since the beginning of time. Hey, thanks.
It really hasn't, though.
Yeah,
the Earth has been around since the beginning of time.
Well, okay, so in their defense, let's play devil's advocate and just jump to the other side and sort of defend them for a second. Maybe they meant since Earth's time. But I'm not.
Okay, I went to the other side, and it's really stupid out over here.
Yeah. Okay. So, and ancient civilizations have used crystals as protective talismans, peace offerings, and jewelry.
Oh my God. Not jewelry.
Yeah, people wore it. Oh. Today quartz makes up 12% of the Earth's crust. Okay, what does that have to do with the price of tea?
Is that true?
I don't know. Is it, Dan?
I was asking Dan.
Say again?
Dan?
Is it that true? Is it made out of...
Is the Earth's crust 12% quartz?
That actually sounds too little, actually.
No.
Oh, so they were being generous? And I mean generous by not going too high?
Yeah, I don't know, it doesn't seem very accurate, but yeah, obviously quartz is extremely how can I say, abundant in the crust. But maybe if they mean like pure quartz, like quartz crystals and quartzite, then yeah,
and
sure.
not just like sand.
Sand you can also count up that, but I don't think they mean like quartz stuck in rocks. Like
I think they mean as actual gemstones.
Yeah, you know what?
Well, semi-precious gemstones.
I'm really. This is very strange. In geology, you don't learn these sort of quips really. I do know that.
No, because they're not really that important.
Yeah, I do know that silicon makes up fucking. I think it's like 85% to 90% of the crust.
Yeah.
Well, after they say that thing that we can't exactly prove at this moment because none of us are willing to just Google it.
You mean the thing
It
Dan is
says-
doing right now?
Yeah, I knew it.
Oh, he is? Oh,
20%. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was high by then.
Okay, land surface and
Yeah.
20% of.
Earth's crust.
But it says, and is used in almost every kind of technology.
Yeah, so they were wrong.
Yeah.
12% of Earth's crust. Yeah, I knew it was a bit higher, but I mean, if you look at it, a very large percentage of the Earth's crust is made of granite. So yeah, granite is mostly quartz. Yeah, so it's not far from the
But,
truth. I knew it was a bit little.
And it's used in almost every kind of technology, including timekeeping, electronics, information storage, and more.
Okay, this is a common misconception. It's actually not. Quartz is essential for oscillators and keeping time. Obviously, keeping time means a clock. And if you understand electronics at all, microcontrollers, any of those things require a clock to be accurate. So if you want to have a program that keeps time or has to do some things at in where timing is very important, then you need a clock that is, well, accurate, as in it's consistent. So yeah, timekeeping.
I think early telephones, didn't they use a quartz crystal in the microphone?
Yes. You still get quartz
Okay,
microphones
we were using something different, but I knew that you could use it because they have piezo electricity.
Yeah. A funny thing is, if you ever heard of a crystal radio,
Yes.
Crystal radio doesn't actually use quartz. It uses a galena crystal. Yeah, basically lead ore to do the.
That sounds healthy.
Yeah, very, very healthy. Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
But
that's one of the rocks you shouldn't
information storage. You know what? I actually haven't heard of quartz being used.
I mean,
to
we
store
use silicon wafers.
Yeah, but that's not quartz.
That's not quartz, but that could be where the misconception comes from.
Yeah, quartz is not silica.
Yeah, I know.
Quartz is a silicate mineral, yeah, but you don't confuse the two.
But while we're talking about that, they actually go on to say in the next sentence, if it's possible for crystals to communicate through computer chips.
Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, God. I didn't even see that.
Oh, yeah. That's such a good
line.
Then isn't it possible for the vibrational energy, or that this vibrational energy could be transformed in other ways? And with its connection to the earth and its life-giving elements, it makes sense that crystals are universally healing, especially since they've made their mark in almost every seed for us.
My God. Okay.
That didn't even come out of what they. That was a non sequitur, even though what they said was complete nonsense. They didn't even stick to their own fucking shit.
I know, right?
Yeah,
so,
they jumped off motif. It was weird.
So listen, let's just get some real science here. It's possible if it's possible for crystals to communicate through computer chips. No, it's not. Crystals aren't used to communicate through. Crystals are used like have you ever rung a bell with like a stick? Just go, ding.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how crystals work on a computer. Electrical signal sort of like pings the crystal, and the vibration is then used as a
part of the circuitry. Because like to be able to communicate, saying it like that implies that that the crystals have some kind of mind.
Yeah,
otherwise you're not communicating.
Yeah, like there's some sort of neural or some sort of wire that connect thoughts from one crystal to another.
Yeah, but
crystal.
Just sending the signal between them, you have to have some kind of processing of a signal and a response. Like in order for it to be really to be communications. Otherwise, you're just sending electricity between 2 points.
Yeah, and yeah, that doesn't really do anything exactly. but yeah, that look, even if it was true, crystals communicate through computer chips. You would be able to experience, you'd be able to measure it because it works. You know, I mean, your computer works. You can actually read what's going on in front of you. I mean, it makes sense that you can just take this crystal out, put it in something, put an oscilloscope to it, put an electron microscope to it, and see things happen. You know, sure.
Wait.
That's great.
If the crystals can communicate with each other through a computer chip, then it shouldn't be too hard to connect it to a chip that then translate it into something we can understand. So we should be able to talk to crystals through computers.
You know what? That's a very good point. Yeah. You can build an interface using a microcontroller with a chip, you know, like certain signals mean certain things and certain responses would be, you know, received. But as we all know, this is not true. This is not the case. So yeah, vibrational energy could be transformed in other ways. Okay. Vibrational energy. There are some extremely sensitive vibrational meters out there, and if they can't pick up anything from a crystal other than the actual lattice vibrating, like just any other solid, because of, you know, heat, then no. And connection to Earth and life-giving element, no. This is just. I don't want to just laugh at it and say no. I have to actually give a reason.
Yeah, that's.
But there's no connection, you know. Like quartz. If you put a quartz crystal next to moss, it's not gonna grow better, you know.
Yeah, all you're gonna get there is a nice decoration, start of a decoration with some.
It's gonna look damn pretty. Not gonna argue.
Yeah,
but that's it.
That's all it's gonna do.
But another thing is, it makes sense that crystals. It makes sense that crystals are universally healing. What does universally healing mean? Does it mean, oh, wait, it means heals your body and your spirit, probably, right?
I don't know. Maybe it heals broken car windows as well. I mean,
I have a, I don't know. Maybe it's kind of a stupid question, but the sentence that starts, and with its connection to Earth and its life-giving elements. Now, for clarification purposes, do you think they're talking about the Earth's life-giving elements or quartz's life-giving elements? Because I'm just curious, like,
I think they mean quartz as a conduit.
Well, I'm just wondering what if they do mean quartz, because I mean the Earth has carbon. We're carbon-based. I mean, that's not a huge leap to make. I'm just wondering how quartz came into it. You know, like where did if it's life-giving, what life did it like? You know, where did it, being quartz, come into the equation, where it helped whatever come into existence other than other quartz?
Maybe they're suggesting that it's like that quartz
since
are
it's
like a silicon-based life form. I don't see
that's
so,
what I mean.
But
like
that's kind of where my mind went.
Anyways, let's go to the next thing. I think I should read this one.
Yeah.
One of the first pieces of scientific evidence relating to the power of crystals is the work done by IBM scientist Marcel Vogel. While watching crystals grow under a microscope, he noticed that their shape took the form of what he was thinking. Oh.
God. It's the fucking... What was that guy's name that thought about the water? Yeah, there we go. Emoto. Oh, excuse me. So sorry. How could I mispronounce his name twice? A guy that did nothing.
No. Actually, I mispronounced it too. It's Fordmoto.
He hypothesized that these vibrations are the result of the constant assembling and disassembling of bonds between molecules. He also tested the physical power of quartz crystal and proved that rocks can store thoughts similar to how tapes use Magnetic energy towards You see, this is where the
I
disconnect
love
lies.
that it has metaphysical powers.
I
This
love
is
how we
where
can
Not
measure
just
the magnetic strip on a tape, though. That's funny,
exactly.
though. I love
Exactly.
how that's measurable, but we can't see any demonstrable effects from a crystal. Oh, it's a knee slapper.
I hope the woman in that picture drops the crystal.
On their
Right on
head.
her head, like she just like, oh, it slipped.
Wait, but if she
Someone
does
comes
that,
by and just knocks her arm
yeah,
out.
but no, but only for a moment because then she's healed.
Oh, that's right, because of
Good
the
point.
healing power of
Yeah,
quartz.
You can see the
Micro,
disconnect.
you
you
came in and
can't
saved us. Shut up, Dan. You have science.
you
I don't
can't
have
commit
any
you
answer.
can't commit
It
suicide with a
resonates.
piece of with a
It resonates with
sharpened
my
crystal
well, it
because as
resonates with my frequencies of my vibes that I'm projecting.
yeah
50,
you can't commit suicide
50
with a
megahertz. It's
you
50
can't
megahertz. Okay.
let me make my joke. You can't commit suicide with a sharpened piece of crystal because as soon as you cut, it also heals the cut.
There was a
So
reason I was
all you have
trying.
to do is Wolverine yourself and replace all your bones with quartz, and you'll live forever.
I just have
Just
one more
Wolverine
thing.
yourself with
I just want
quartz, and
to
you're
have, I
fucking
just want to say
golden.
one more thing about this paragraph, and that's the disconnect between saying, yeah, but uh, we can use magnetic tapes so that way rocks can store forces. You see, the thing is, you can measure the magnetic energy. You can
Yeah,
actually measure it.
exactly.
You can read, measure it, and actually literally see it. You can literally see it under a microscope. Well, electron microscope, but it's still a microscope. You can
You know,
fucking see the
you
shit.
can measure barometer, which isn't that pressure? Like it's pressure in the
Air
atmosphere, right?
That's air pressure, yeah.
Yeah. You can do it with shit that's in your kitchen. Like, but
Mhm.
you can
But
measure it.
I have a barometer in my kitchen, so yeah.
Like it's like you don't think about that shit because every day you don't have any sense of barometer affecting you because it really on a basic level doesn't really, you're not going to grow shorter because of the atmospheric pressure that it's creating up there. But the thing is with basic, like a straw in a cup, you can make your own fucking barometer and you can test this shit and see it.
Can I please read the next paragraph?
We can, but first I want to point out that we just said electron microscopes aren't real microscopes. Race war now.
Yeah,
Wait,
fuck
what?
him.
Yeah, Davos said that electron microscopes are not real microscopes.
We're not
Why?
having a microscope based race war.
Let's not do this.
Yeah, I just want the chat to become like more focused on what we're doing. That would be lovely.
Come on, that's a lot to ask for, and how dare you even suggest it?
I suggest what I want since I'm hosting this Take Me
And
Look At.
no, you're just showing it. I'm hosting
Shut
it.
the fuck up! You're not hosting anything.
You don't have any privilege here.
Okay, so
Let me read.
no, smelly
Yeah,
story.
let
Okay,
me.
No, it's my turn.
okay. Read, Micro.
Albert Einstein said everything in life is vibration.
You
Pretty
started that
good,
with
fuck
so much
yeah.
enthusiasm.
And just like sound waves, your thoughts match the vibrations of everything that manifests in your life. Therefore,
How did they measure thought vibrations? Like
I'm reading.
outside of the body. Oh, okay.
Therefore, if you think crystals have healing potential, the positive vibes of the stone will amplify those thoughts. So if you believe in it, it works better.
All we have to do, guys, is believe, and Tinkerbell will come back to life. You just gotta believe. I
I
think
do
wasn't
believe
that
in fairies. I do
that was
believe
in
in
that
fairies.
dude? That I was trying to think like right as I was saying it, where the hell I remember that from, and it was from God is Not Great. The Hitchens. Oh, I've read that book like 20 times. I fucking love that book. But yeah, he talks about the power of prayer, and he brings up that anecdote, watching Peter Pan, and the part where they ask everybody to, just believe in fairies, and Tinkerbell will come back to life. That's kind of what they're saying.
Yeah, the thing is,
I really want to see where the fuck they got the idea that Albert Einstein thinks everything in life is vibration from.
We set up to says why do crystals work. First paragraph, vibrations. Second paragraph, vibrations. Third paragraph, vibrations.
I'm getting a certain vibe from the theme here.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's like my vibratory senses are going crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, technically, we can sense vibrations. I mean, a lot of our senses are actually based on vibrations, like sound and sight and touch.
But these are measurable vibrations.
Exactly.
Sound.
Give an opportunity for one of our commenters our chat people to say something. Because I'm their voice now. I'm just hoping for one of these crystal nutters, yes, to have an opinion on radioactive materials. My bet is that they say they're contaminated by Satan, oil, or red lyrium.
See, I was actually going to say something not to the same degree, but something very similar. That's a good point. About how can they say the same thing about all of this crap when they don't say, what's their explanation for shit that you can't see that kills you regardless of how you think? You be the most positive person on earth, and uranium or radium will kill you. It's ionizing radiation.
You can measure and see it, actually.
You can measure the effect, yeah.
You can literally see it.
Well, don't eat uranium.
Yeah, it glows. Doesn't it? Wait. What glows? What did they use that glowed green?
Radium.
Was it radium? Yeah, there
was the watches where they would lick them and they would get radium.
Yeah, the women that had to paint them with the paintbrushes, they'd lick them to keep the paintbrushes straight, and it put like straight lines on the
not even that
watches.
they didn't know that it was toxic. They would literally just paint their teeth because, hey, now I have glowing teeth.
Oh yeah, they'd paint their fingernails, their teeth, their toenails, all kinds of
fair,
shit. This was
so would I have.
Dude.
I would have done that if I didn't know it.
To be honest with you,
dangerous.
But the thing that kills me is that they still had people doing it long after it was proven that the shit was toxic.
Well, that thing that
maybe
kills
not long.
them.
It was like a couple of years, right? Well, there was still one of them alive in 2006. I think the last radium girl died in 2006.
Yeah, and there was also.
But that's only because she worked there for a little while and then quit.
They also used I can't remember what it was for, but there was also phosphorus phosphidure, I think it was called, where it was phosphorus.
Wonderful.
I can't remember what they used it for, but some of them would literally have their jaws fall off.
Oh yeah.
Jesus. Okay, but
isn't phosphorus usually suspended in oil, because it's reactive?
I can't remember what they used it for. It
might have been. Isn't phosphorus reactive with the air?
It might have been in a compound. I can't. I just know that.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. But I'm just saying. I remember we my lab professor my chemistry professor had a little vial on his desk that was phosphorus, but it was suspended in oil.
Mm.
But I think it was phosphorus.
Okay,
I may be mistaken.
Let's go to the next paragraph.
Yep.
Okay, where is it? I forgot exactly where it starts.
At
every moment?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, this is long. Okay, so no disruptions. We're going to bang through this one. Moment, we have the ability to choose our thoughts, and as we continue our journey, each day presents us with new challenges and wonderful beginnings.
What does it mean to be able to choose your thoughts?
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Healing crystals remind us to quiet the chatter of the mind and reconnect to the universally healing vibrations of the earth.
What really helps quiet the chatter of the mind and reconnect you with the earth? A shotgun shell to the face.
Okay, I went one route and you went the other. I see you, Micro. An important lesson to learn from crystals is patience, because just like the aeons of time, it took these semi-precious stones to evolve and transform. Working with the healing power of crystals also takes time. What? Learn, grow, and evolve. Use crystals as a reminder to be grateful for abundance of Mother Nature and the great mysteries of the universe. Okay, I just want to go back to the whole fact that it doesn't ever explain why crystals work. That last paragraph just makes it even more confusing.
Exactly.
It works. It works. It probably like makes, if you're an idiot, it probably makes you think it means something. I'm gonna get another beer.
Okay.
It makes you think you want another beer? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I see how you did there.
Yeah, let's take a tiny break. I'm gonna go get something to drink as well, and then we'll come back and I'm gonna skip the rest because it's more of the same, and just we're gonna go to something interesting. It looks here. What are 5 simple ways to use crystals that could be fun?
Ah, yes. So I guess I'm left to entertain people.
Yeah, I'll be
I have gotten a red ale because my inner vibrations was in tune with that.
You tuned into your vibrational frequencies.
And I asked the spirit world and Mother Nature what beer I should take, and they answered me. Uh-oh.
Disinfect your brown eye.
Oh no. Smelly has gone robot.
Oh goodness, what about now?
Now it works.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Ground control to me,
We
Gentile.
can hear you.
Oh goodness, I feel like I just made David Bowie roll in his grave.
You probably did. Although I'm not sure he might have been cremated.
Felt David Bowie.
I'm not sure
if
he
really
was
sad.
What?
Oh well, that's a good point. His soul is communicating to me from beyond. The spirit world is coming in thick. It starts with a B, or a C, or a T, or a K, or a P, or a C.
It's saying dance, magic dance.
Hello, I'm back.
Yeah.
Oh
Hello.
God! Okay, Dan, from the other side, tell us, what is the spirits world like? Because I knew it was
started with a P and a D.
or put. Yeah, it was. I heard a duh and a P, and I was like, it's got to be PurpleDan, even though they gave it to me in the wrong order. It had to be PurpleDan.
Wait, what are you guys talking about right now?
Oh no, the spirit is confused.
I'm very confused.
Okay, so while you were gone, we were pretending like we were summoning you from the spirit world.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so.
And it worked.
All right.
I am PurpleDan, mere mortals. I have been Why do you disturb me?
We require your expertise on rocks.
Please, Madame Blavatsky, tell me my future.
Your request will be granted.
Get it? Because she started the modern spiritualist movement.
Yeah, I got it.
That wasn't for you. That was for Dan. I was just seeing if he was paying attention.
Bow to me.
Get it? Because he didn't get what was going on earlier. All right, we should just cut to a commercial. Get it? Because this show isn't sponsored.
Yeah, the show is now sponsored by
My Left Foot.
Yes. Smelly's left foot.
Smelly's
almost
left foot.
as good as the right one.
It's had significantly less toe breakings.
Okay, so
hey man, that's the life you live as a skateboarder, brah.
Smelly's feet, collect the whole set.
Pops number 527.
Yeah, you can collect the whole set, but it's all hidden behind loot boxes.
Microtransactions for each toe.
Yep.
Yeah, and because the microtransaction, I get a cut of them.
Because you copywrote the name.
You know what, Micro? If you actually managed that, you would be a very, very, very rich man.
Yeah.
When are you going to start sending your cease and desist letters to Micro USB and Microsoft? You should be getting a cut of that Windows 10 money, boy.
So do you think Bill Gates named Microsoft after his penis?
Or is it like a clever It's like a clever reversal.
Such a dumb joke. I'm sorry.
I'm very glad you realized this.
What if it turns out that Bill Gates is carrying a trouser like Redwood Forest? You know what I'm saying? Like Belinda Gates is split. She don't even know what to do.
Jesus, I didn't even know that's her name. Anyways.
You didn't know it was Belinda Gates?
No, but then again, you Americans know
I'm just
everyone's
kidding.
names.
I don't remember her name. I just said Belinda because it sounded like Bill. I think it's something like that, though.
Yeah,
here I am fucking believing you. Anyways.
It's Melinda, I think.
You can't have summoned me for a fucking reason, so let's get to it.
Sorry.
I wanted to sell you my soul for blues, for the ability to play blues rock.
If I could literally sell my soul to play guitar and sing, dude, would have sold my fucking soul a million years ago. No doubt about it.
Hey, do you ever think that somebody's looking for that country song Crossroads and finds Bone Thugs and Harmony accidentally?
I have no idea.
Yeah, no idea. We are
remember,
I guess that's more. Man, god damn it! I need Rhetoric to be here because he's the only one that would get that joke.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's
oh my god.
Okay,
that's because he's old.
Fucking Americanism.
Well, that's mostly because he's American. God
it's
damn it, America.
He's old.
Look, y'all are ganging up on America.
Fuck you, America.
Look, I'm Texas, boy. Listen here, I'll bring you down to my cattle ranch. We'll ride horses. We'll wear 10-gallon hats.
You're not from that
cowboy
part of Texas. You're from the city.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a city boy. I eat salsa, not pace.
Oh my god.
Sorry, that's another joke that only Americans would get. Jesus, fuck. Okay, so the next
let's move on. This got weird.
Mm-hmm.
Just feel like y'all are ganging up on me because I talk funny and I'm from a different country.
Oh my god, we all fucking talk funny and we all from like a different fucking country.
We like a range of weird accents.
Oh, Micro, I found a YouTuber that is clearly Danish. Like it is obvious. And I wanted to.
I'm not the only one, so yeah.
But no. It wasn't even his Danishness. Y'all's delivery, the way that you put forth the information in your videos. Now he does like historical type videos where he gives you like the history of the Yakuza and all this other shit, but it's like done in stick figure and very minimalist form. But the way that he constructs his videos is without it being a commentary video, because let's face it, that's what we are.
We're basically on reaction videos.
Yeah. But it's they're very good, and y'all have very similar styles. So I wasn't gonna send it to you just because he's also Danish. It's because y'all are very similar in your style, and you're Danish.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're beginning to use crystals,
there wasn't enough tangents.
5 powerful, essential initiation. Oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me.
Powerful, essential intention. Whatever the fuck that means.
For encouraging balance, harmony, and peace of mind. Oh, fuck me. Okay.
No,
I can't wait because this is your area.
We don't want to fuck you. That's what Near Extra Blast is for.
Oh my god, guys.
I
don't even know what to
What's that called? There's a name for that.
I don't even know what to say.
Like rim shotting or something?
No, rim shot is
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. That's what I thought we did. Maybe I missed something. I was lost in translation because a South African and a Danish person were talking. I'm from America. I don't understand your freaky accent.
Oh, come on, my accent is
from
not
America.
that freaky.
Get out of here.
What
you don't like it, then
I don't understand you. Go back to your country.
White power.
White power.
Clear course and how to use it.
I love that fucking meme. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, me too. One of the most popular crystals for beginners, clear quartz, further amplifies your intention, which makes it a key component to a crystal collection. It is also the most versatile stone because it magnifies the vibrations of stones that surround it. Oh my god, you can't measure a fucking thing though.
Wait, they're talking about these as if they're like electrical component in like a crystal circuit with vibrations.
I just want to know what kind of
that's how they're talking. They're talking as if it's a component in a machine, like you're building some kind of crystal generator.
Yeah, give me a number in milledecibels. That's like an expression of your energy. Can they? I doubt it.
It's actually quite funny that initially the ancient Greeks imagined quartz because it's crystal clear. Oh Jesus, I just said that. Because it's so clean and perfect, they thought it was permanently solidified ice.
And that's actually kind of funny.
It's funny.
I mean, it's not a bad first guess if you don't know how the world works.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hey,
yeah. If you must know, quartz is silicon dioxide, and on the Mohs hardness scale, it's 7. Yeah, I do know the entire Mohs hardness scale.
Hey, that's fine. That's good. That's good.
Have you met us? We're just as nerdy as that in other areas. We can't judge you.
Yeah. That's not fair for us. I mean, the hypocrisy would be literally through. It would be
off the
infinitely long.
And I'm not sure what hypocrisy is measured in, what scale that is in.
Yeah, it's scaled in.
It's measured in hips.
And how many times they ocracies?
Yeah, who's the most hypocritic person you know? We could just name.
No, I'm sorry, that was a bad joke.
All right, so let me finish this real quick. In fact, clear quartz wands. Oh my god. Clear quartz wands are often used to cleanse and re-energize crystals. What the fuck?
What is it? What is this? The fucking fairy godmother?
This is my favorite part. This is because of its powerful cleansing effects and the ability to counteract negative energy blockages.
Jesus.
Sit quietly with the stone and feel its white light. What? Fill your body with positive energy.
Why? Okay, since when did it glow?
Seriously, contemplate your intention for the healing crystal and trust in its power, or trust in the power of its vibrations harnessed from the earth over the millennia. What?
Wait, if it gets it from the earth, why is it being on the earth in itself not enough?
I don't know.
Are they suggesting it's like a battery? That it stores up, that it's recharged, that it's
crystal battery, stores moon energy. Oh fuck, I forgot. All this shit absorbs moon energy. Anyways, should we go to selenite?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, selenite is a type of gypsum, if I can remember correctly. It's around 2 on the Mohs hardness scale, so it's quite light. You can actually scratch your finger. It's also known as a satin spar.
Ooh, sounds fancy.
Yeah, because a large parts of it really do look pretty. But unfortunately, it's very rare to find large crystals that look beautiful simply because it's so soft. It breaks easily, and obviously because you can scratch it with your nails, just handling pieces of it is quite...
it's not gonna stay pretty for long.
Okay, continue this garbage heap.
I can't tell if you're talking about the stream or this on the side.
I mean, is it fair to say I was talking about both?
Yeah, that's fair.
But one garbage heap I can handle. The other one is just very confusing and all over the place.
Sorry.
God, I guess that kind of describes us both. Okay, continue reading. This has got more philosophical than I wanted it to be. And it's very.
Do you want me to read it, or do I just do the introduction of the mineral and that sort of shit?
Let me read.
Okay.
Selenite?
Selenite.
Okay, that one is another powerful cleansing stone because it ensures a positive flow of vibration between you and other rocks in your collection. Collect them all.
What are you?
Which means it's an ideal crystal for beginners. Yeah, you don't want to get too advanced with this and accidentally blow up your house or something. Make it move into another dimension.
Into a bad dimension. The property value's low.
Quickly remove negative energy from the body and clear the area. Clear the aura. Sorry, not the area. The aura around you by moving selenite down the body from the top of your head to your feet. Repeat this cleansing ritual until you feel completely rejuvenated and or until your back hurts and you get tired of moving up and down. With positive vibrations.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
No. You can't do the knees and toes thing because then you're not moving it from your head to your toes. Afterwards, you will have to have a restored sense of balance and the protection of white light that connects you to the universe. So if you have inner ear problems, it apparently fixes that.
Oh my god.
Shungite. I remember that one. That's the carbon one, isn't it?
Yes, that's the
one.
That
but that's the one that isn't actually a crystal.
Yeah, no, it's not a crystal. It's a form of lignite. It's not even.
I remember stuff.
It's not even as pure as graphite. But
yeah, Shungite.
It's a cool name though. Shungite.
Shungite. It's actually named from. It comes from the Shunga region in Russia. That's why it's called Shungite. Yeah. But I did tell you, that lady I did the video on, she went completely tits up because I did the video and did some really freaky shit. Do you know about this, Smelly?
No.
She went and some random cunt from my subscription feed went and sent this video to her by just commenting on her video. She then went and first deleted the comments. Then went and changed the name of that video, put in the description feed it's not okay to use this stuff. Then she literally went to every person I've ever debunked, and I mean everyone, even a fucking Hollow Earth guy, took a video I debunked from them, put them in and said, this guy is using your content, you should go report him.
Yeah, but oh my god, these people don't understand fair use.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because Stan then on one of the places where she posted it, he commented saying that it was in fair use by basically just posting the link to YouTube's description of fair use, and her response glorious.
Her response really was glorious. I think I still have it here somewhere. Let me just find it. I really need to read that. It's a special kind of funny. Okay. She said this. PurpleDan, whatever makes you happy. Just because people have other beliefs than you doesn't make it right to attack them in their character, which is something I didn't do to her. There are plenty of things I could say about you, but I don't need to do that. Like what?
What?
Right. And then she said this. I have more beautiful things in life to focus on rather than trying to make a few cents of making fun of people. That's real man or woman or octopus, whatever the F you are.
I love that she actually she obviously takes like the whole octopus thing extremely serious.
Well, here's the thing. How does she not know your sex if she watched the video?
Yeah, I guess she doesn't want to, assume my gender or something.
Well, you are saying you're not,
but she only
for all she knows, you like she might.
Yeah, but like, it really is ridiculous how she literally went to everyone, and all my videos I made now are still being monetized. So yeah, I think that's completely okay. Anyways,
Shungite.
she also did put their videos on private for some time, but they're back up now again. And yeah, there is a fuck ton of people on YouTube that do the whole Shungite is amazing thing. And a whole lot of them just measuring it with a multimeter and saying, "Ooh, look, it conducts electricity, therefore it's magical."
It almost sounds like a dance. The Shungite.
I see what you mean. But yeah, let's go on and read it.
It's the forbidden dance.
Yeah, I just want to get to the best.
One of the rarest stones on Earth, Shungite, contains antioxidant.
Wait, what?
All right, Dan. I want to stop right there and hear your side of this.
I can tell you that it doesn't. It's just pure carbon.
It contains carbon. No, it's not pure carbon, Micro.
Okay, for all intents and purposes, it's carbon.
It's a very purified version of anthracite, basically.
All right, well, which gives it potent healing properties, including protection from hazardous energies.
In other words, you have to eat it. Like, you can't just have antioxidants, like, hold them in your hand. For antioxidants to work, you have to have them in your bloodstream or in your cells.
Yeah, and the best part of this is it protects you from hazardous energies. What exact energies? I need to know. Which specific ones? Because I would posit that no matter how much Shungite you have next to you,
if I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, UV and other ionizing radiations, some of the damage done does come from the fact that they create reactive oxygen species, which is what antioxidants fight. So you could say that there are bad energies, and no, I'm overthinking this.
Well, no, it's fine. It's fair. You're being fair, if nothing else. But here's the thing:
it's just coal. That's all it is. Just coal.
And you would have to eat it in order for it to do the thing that she's saying.
Well, but here's the next thing: Shungite is often used to soothe anxiety and speed up the toxic.
Go on, please. I'm loving this.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me?
No, they believe
this healing. Okay, let me finish the sentence because I didn't even do that. Okay. Speed up the detoxification process. What? This healing stone has powerful effects on the body, so it's best to introduce it slowly. Are they actually suggesting you eat this shit?
No.
Place a piece of Shungite next to your computer, Wi-Fi hub, or any other electronics in your home. Why?
And then eat it.
Because they just say it.
Says it. But here's the next sentence. They try to add whatever level of reason they could into this. We also recommend placing a piece of Shungite on your cell phone to diminish the effects from EMFs.
Glue it to it. Use gaffer tape.
Just get a phone case made out of Shungite.
Dan, are you supposed to write Shungite with capitals?
No.
All right. I'm just wondering that like might be some rule in that you.
Well, that's a pedantic thing to point out, but it is a good.
No, I know.
Is it a god? Is it a god or is it?
No, it was more that I was actually curious. That might be an actual rule.
Yeah. Well, okay. So here's the best part. Now, while that is stupid and funny, this one is. So let's get our final takeaway from this. Basically, they are sort of suggesting that you put this shit everywhere to. They never explain why you need to put it next to your computer or your Wi-Fi hub or any of your electronics. Maybe they're suggesting in the next sentence that maybe you're supposed to be protecting yourself from EMFs, whatever. But they don't ever really go into that. And then the last sentence of the first paragraph really bothers me because it ends with, so it's best to introduce it slowly, which makes me think, because they're talking about healing properties.
Suggesting that you eat it.
Yeah, that it soothes anxiety and speeds up the detoxification process. Now, anybody that has a mind that thinks will be like, do I crush it? Do I put it in a smoothie?
I'm gonna guess it probably
put it in a suppository.
You wouldn't do that.
Taste that good.
Look, you wouldn't do that because a handful costs about $500.
Yeah, see, and that's another thing.
Yeah,
how's anybody going to get enough of this shit to put it everywhere?
They start out by saying it's one of the rarest stones on Earth, and then go on to say that you should eat it, basically.
Yeah, and then put it everywhere in your house. You know, buy 30. Fuck it, they're $80 a piece. Buy 30. Just put them everywhere. Put one on your toilet for better bowel movements. Put one on your outboard for better sleep. Put one on your TV so you'll get TNT at night. I don't know.
Dude, I said 500, not 80.
I know, but I was for the sake of the joke. Even 80 is a lot.
Smell it. It conducts electrons across dimensions.
I mean,
you're stealing cable from a dude in another dimension.
Oh my god!
Guess what, bro? You get HBO all the time. Talk about your Game of Thrones, man. You got all them shows like the other ones.
I'm gonna add one more bit of actual science here.
Sorry.
For a tiny piece like that to affect EMF fields, it would need a field of its own. That means
you would have to create a Faraday cage out of it.
Well, then you can just use metal.
Yeah, I know.
This has the Gwyneth Paltrow effect, where her woo is so ridiculous that you have to be like stupid rich to buy into any of it. Now, the shungite idea is probably the only one I've seen so far that is like, please give me money and a lot of it because this shit's rare. Has that effect because it seems like Gwyneth Paltrow's woo, her brand of woo, is explicitly. Oh, almost explicitly. I don't want to, get called out on.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's targeted at rich people.
Yeah, exactly. Because everything on her website. Like I was gonna do a video on her stupid store.
We should do that. We should.
Right.
We should do Goop.
So I didn't.
We should do Goop at some point on this channel.
Yes, we should. Because her
also,
website is very
targeted. People who don't know, that is the actual name of the website. GOOP. Goop.
Yeah, Goop.
Nice. Let's skip Shungite because. But
we already read it.
Yeah, we're done. I was just reading. I was just ending summation.
Also, the entire market, because Shungite is expensive because there's a market for woo. That's the only reason it's that expensive.
Well, it's supply and demand. It's going to be like the ivory trade of Shungite soon.
Fair enough. Anyways, amethyst and how to use it. Okay, so obviously amethyst is
shove it up your ass.
Yeah, amethyst is quartz, silicon dioxide. The purple is due to iron 3 oxide being down by radiation. Irradiations, yeah.
So it's basically just quartz with something else in it, or is it a different type?
It's quartz of impurities.
Okay.
The quartz, the iron is not even incorporated perfectly into the lattice.
In other words, if this had any fucking scientific basis, you would expect it to do something like the clear quartz that they presented earlier.
Yes, exactly, just a tiny bit different. But the iron 3 oxide gets irradiated, and then turns into iron 2 oxide with 3 iron in the matrix, and that gives it its purple color. The purple color is also very easy to change. Bohr irradiation would turn the purple into yellow, and UV would just turn it white again. So yeah, it's very
I'm
easy
surprised that you're getting purple out of iron.
It's really strange, yeah. There's another mineral
Because
which contains
normally you would associate iron with like red colors.
Yeah.
Or brown colors.
There's another color. There's another mineral, purpurite, which is also like an iron deposit in rock. And it's also
Purpleite.
purple. Yeah.
That's the least inventive name ever.
I know, right? Known for its powerful spiritual properties. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Do you want to read this?
You've already started to.
Yeah.
So
beautiful amethyst is an ideal stone to place around a home as decor. This visually striking rock is also a wonderful meditation tool because it boosts inner strength and provides spiritual protection.
From what?
Yeah, from what?
While focusing on your intention, place amethyst in your office or bedroom and emanate calming energies and invite an abundance. This stone also works well as a complementary.
You can't just say abundance.
In abundance.
I think the subtle implication is like abundance of hard-ons, so that your husband can fuck you.
Because you really do need that.
Or bedroom to emanate calming energies to invite in abundance. Come on.
Great, we're back to the fucking sex toy.
Ran out, you know.
What's that? I can't tell if that was porn music or the James Bond theme.
I also have another.
I was gonna say it's both. Okay, so.
Okay, so citron is the next one. It is also quartz.
Wait.
It's
but
quartz.
That's what this whole thing is. Is all. There's just 5 ways to use crystals. But this whole thing has been about quartz, hasn't it?
Yeah,
quartz to begin with.
Yeah, so the color of citrine is it's a bit under debate, but in the general terms, citron's color is due to aluminium contained in the lattice. That's also
I thought you were
irradiated.
gonna say actual like citrus fruits in it. It's full of vitamin C.
Yes.
Oh my god! I don't know why they don't just call it an orange.
It's a rock orange.
Okay, is there like a debate over which came first, the orange or orange? You know, like the color of the fruit.
No, the tree came first, and then the fruit, and then the color.
Just making sure. All right. Anyway, continue. Who wants to read citrine, or should I?
I'll read it.
Yeah.
Unless Dan isn't finished introducing the element. The crystal.
Yeah, dude, I cut you off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, what more is there to say? It's quartz that's a bit yellow. I mean, that's it.
Someone peed on it. A stone. Don't eat the yellow quartz, kids.
Yeah.
Or any kind of quartz, really. Don't eat rocks. A stone that harnesses the power of the sun. Like that they haven't put sun in capitals.
Wait, but isn't the sun like hydrogen being like fused into helium, and aluminum is just aluminum?
Yes.
Just making sure that I didn't fail that part of chemistry.
It's infused with light. Whatever the fuck that means. I'm pretty sure it's infused with aluminium because that's what PurpleDan just said. Which makes
there's a lamp. No, shut up. There's a lamp stuck in there.
Tiny little lamp.
Tiny little lamp. It's lighting it up. It's lighting the way for Moses and the Jews.
I'm not sure where that came from.
I don't know.
Which makes
these guys love the Christian story, so why not? Why not throw some Old Testament in there?
Which makes it perfect for to read by at night. which makes it perfect for putting in the Windows seal. Is that how you spell that word? I've never seen it spelled out.
Windowsill. Yeah, it's it's like the
every day it's daily infusion of natural light. It's different from the light that comes out of your light bulb somehow.
Not from a shitty fluorescent light.
I should also point out that Citron is almost always amethyst.
Hey, you know what we should do? We should try to spread the rumor that Citron works better under high pressure sodium lights in your house, because those are heat lamp lights. Just fucking heat the shit out of the room. Be like, high pressure sodium lights. They really bring out the energy of a Citron, and see how many people we can get to fry themselves on a daily basis.
Because if you take
you have to grab it, and the smoke and smell of burnt bacon is just part of the detoxifying process.
But yeah,
vegan, it works better.
The color is
vegans.
You get amethyst, just cook it with some sunlight or UV, turns yellow. There you go. They sell it as Citron, because actual Citron is quite rare.
So most of it is like fake Citron?
Yeah.
Wait, so are you telling me they're selling me fake Citron rocks?
Yeah.
Oh.
How would you tell? Is there a way to tell the difference?
There is actually.
Actual
Citron, a good sample of Citron would be pleochroic, as in, if you look at it through a light source and you turn your hand slowly, you'd notice it changes color from dark to light and dark again.
Wow.
Whereas amethyst would not do that. It's because you see, amethyst, the breakdown of amethyst would contain tiny particles of hematite and goethite, which would give it like a brown citron-ish color. But the actual Citron would be due to aluminium, and the way it's spread out in the crystal lattice, it changes color as you turn it in the light.
But let me ask you one question though. In regards to the way that it looks afterwards, is there any like apparent signs, like just visually, that it would be different, or is that sort of like I have to look at it under a microscope?
Like, is it the same yellow color?
No,
just visually at face value. If you're holding real Citron in one hand and a fake one, one that was, I guess, manufactured,
I would know.
Would there be a way for you to visually just look at it and be like, yep, that one's fake, that one's real?
Yeah, like I said, hold it into the light, like not like into sunlight. Like if you have like a bright white background, look through it into the white background, and then just slowly turn it on its axis. You'll see it.
Oh, you said look at it. For some reason, my brain, I don't know why, that you meant under a microscope.
Under a microscope, it would be very visible. Yeah, under a microscope, you would be very clearly see it change color, but you could see it in real life as well. That's only if it's a Citron that is clear. Like you could easily see through it. If it's a really smoky, like dull one,
so you have to be able to shine the light through it.
Yeah,
so what about the one that's in the picture they use? Because it looks sort of milky. Maybe I'm not seeing that correctly, but I mean, it kind of looks milky.
That's not Citron. That's too yellow.
Oh, so they're stupid.
Yeah,
we didn't know that.
That's just being baked. Yeah.
Huh. Every day it's daily infusion of natural light restores and regenerates its powerful vibrations. Consider it on the most powerful. I think that's supposed to be considered one of the most powerful stones for manifestation, whatever the fuck that means. Citron is a must-have crystal for beginners because it helps you make your intention a reality.
Can I just point out something real quick? We didn't even stop to make fun of them for forgetting the Eon one. Like we mentioned it, but we didn't really say anything, and it's making me feel real anxious because now I've said something. So continue.
But what I like is the fact that they keep saying this is a good thing for beginners, as if there is some kind of technique to this, as if this is some kind of as if they're introducing something where a complicated hobby, taking up an taking up electronics as a hobby. They refer to these things as if they're components in a machine.
I'm just wondering what happens if a beginner gets a hold of a master crystal.
I was about to think
crystal.
I was like, I wonder if
it won't obey you until you have the badge.
I want to look if they have any.
Gotta catch them all.
I want to see if they have a page that's for crystal healing for masters or hell, even intermediates.
Yeah. Welcome to Jim's Master Crystal class.
We got crystals.
Maybe even a journeyman class would be nice.
Today we're playing with diamonds. Diamonds, they're hard as shit.
Diamonds. Citrine also instills a positive outlook. Okay, I didn't know that how, and stimulates the mind so that you are motivated to form good habits, like stop believing in bullshit, and always filled with optimism. So
does anybody else feel the subtle undertone that they are talking to their crystal?
It's
just me.
Yes, you are.
Yo, Crystal, I'm going to Starbucks today. You want some?
Well, I mean, Crystal is
don't go to Starbucks.
You can't be called Crystal. It's a name.
Nah, I'm not. My Crystal ain't my pet. I don't need to name it.
Yeah, that's the end of.
No, we're not done.
Page.
Place a piece of citrine. We like to use a citrine point. Okay.
Alrighty then.
On top of a list of your dream manifestations to manifest them. Wait, so you write them down and then you put the rock at the top of the list, and then it apparently citrine can read now.
It passed its A levels.
All the other crystals are dyslexic, but not citrine. Not only are they glittering.
It went to university.
Ooh, it has an education. Not only are they glittering eye candy, but healing crystals also reconnect us to Mother Earth, and it is incredible. And it's incredible abundance. And still not sure what it's abundance of. You can't just say abundance. That's not a word. Well, it is a word.
No, I think what they're saying is that they're insinuating, or maybe not insinuating, but it sort of creates the impression in your own mind as you read it that you're supposed to posit or put forth your own idea of whatever it is that you want of abundance. It's a credible abundance, and let's say you feel unloved in your life, so you'll imprint your own meaning behind the message and be like, well, I want an abundance of love from my family and more time with them or whatever.
Does that mean I can make the earth commit suicide if I wish for an abundance of lack of earth?
Sure. Hey man, they're saying that your dreams can come true if you think about them long and hard enough and have the right.
If I manifest that the earth doesn't exist,
you need to find the rock.
Suicide.
You need to find the rock that resonates with your vibrational frequency of your intention to put forth the idea that you need something done, but you're not willing to do the work. So you buy a crystal.
I have. It's called beer.
Are you eating frozen beer?
Yo,
because you said crystal, and the only way that shit's crystalling is
it's a liquid crystal.
A liquid, so it's liquid crystal meth. Gotcha. Lock that in. I want that on the record.
What do you think? What do you think is in an LCD screen? It's beer. It's liquid crystal.
Oh God.
So I love this. Have you read the we read the very last sentence. No.
Yeah, in the
It
ancient art of crystal healing, gemstones truly rock when it comes to good vibrations.
Good vibrations. You know the
Just
the
give
Beach
me my
Boys
good
song.
vibrations. Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. They came back to that pun again. It's a
It
callback.
doesn't really work. It doesn't really work
Usually,
that well when you use it a second time.
well, but
Yeah.
let's explain the little minutia of a joke. Okay, so a callback is a joke that references another joke, right? So if I say like, my dog got herpes, right, and somehow that was funny. Later on, I would come back and I'd be like, the dog's not getting any, and it's a callback to another joke, but the punchline is what makes the next one funny.
Exactly.
Right? So using the same shitty pun twice, like it wasn't clever, but it was cute the first time. But now it's just like you said a funny word, like you made an arm fart, right? And then everybody thought it was hilarious because it had good comedic timing. And then later on, to break tension, you just do it again, and everybody's like, "Hey, that's awkward," because the joke doesn't have like a good setup. So your pun is just bad.
Do you know what a callback to a previous show is called?
No. Callback.
It actually has a specific name. It's called a riffback.
Like whenever Rick and Morty references Community?
Kind of, yeah.
Like in the episode, what's the one?
When it's not in the episode itself.
Yeah, I don't really watch Rick and Morty. I don't have an IQ of 170 plus, so I mean.
Yeah.
It's difficult
I
to
don't sing
follow.
songs dressed as Rick and then make stupid faces on Musically. Or excuse me, music.ly.
Ooh. Gotta get the dot in there.
Yeah. But I think it's I think basically this is the first time in however many episodes since the last time we had structure, which was the first episode. Um, we actually got through a whole fucking page, and there was relatively no tangents. We actually talked.
That's because Dan was in charge, and Dan is the guy who actually. I try to keep us on topic, but I can't because I'm also the one of the people who goes on tangents.
Yeah, this is.
Well, see, look, this is why it works with all five of us, because whenever you and me and Micro, when we say stuff, we're just saying stuff to like fuck around, and when we make
for the most part, yeah,
when we make strong points, it's most of the time accidentally. But the thing that saves us is that we have Dan and Owl, Mr. Chocolate Hat, that come in as the voice of reason, that have like legitimate scientific reasons why these websites are stupid. And then our lovely cat brother just sort of says the most off the wall shit. So it works. But we've lost one of our science buddies to working. Boo jobs. I'm just kidding. Keep working. But no, so he's gone, and
he has a daughter to keep alive.
Yes, I know. I was just.
I was gonna say support, but keep alive sounds funnier.
I'm just looking at the website now. It doesn't seem like there's any more.
There's no for.
Look, there's a lot of stuff, but it looks like it's going to be rehashing the same thing, So
there's no like intermediate or master's expert.
Let's just go home and see,
I'm already home.
I just press crystals and see what we get.
I'm already home too.
For fear.
Who are you telling to go home? Go home. You're drunk.
Crystals. Yeah, this is what we already saw. How to work with healing crystals.
Yeah.
Dan,
look at those.
Just get
look
your
at
degree.
those.
Listen to this. Just get your degree.
Yeah.
A very respectable university diploma that says that you're qualified to work with geological areas of
Mm-hmm.
expertise, and then you should just start a crystal healing website and use your scientific expertise
Oh
to
God.
be able to bend and manipulate the things about certain elements and become the most quote unquote scientific gemstone seller.
Yeah.
And
Then
your degree will make
can
you
you
billions.
see where this is located? Because I have a sneaking suspicion that it's in Sedona.
So yeah, it's probably in Sedona.
So
And I bet Druvalo Melchizedek has visited their
no,
shop at least once.
Sedona, because Sedona is like a hotspot for idiocy.
Yeah, it's like the woo capital of the South.
Oh,
West.
it has a disclaimer.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
I'll quickly read that. The post in the Energy Muse blog details our own personal experiences in relation to the topic. This can include, but not limited to, use of healing crystals, feng shui, or chakra healing. Oh God, meditation, yoga. We can't guarantee that you will have the same experiences. We are not doctors and cannot provide medical advice. None of the information we share should be used as a replacement for seeking medical attention.
Please don't
Boom!
sue us.
Please don't sue us. But again, you're putting it very small. I just
Oh my
want to come
God!
back to this.
I wish there was a way to share the video with our viewers
This
of
is
the one
so
at the bottom.
this is so pretty though.
Everybody go watch it, and then I want you to leave a comment underneath
Just look at that.
this video and tell
God.
us what you thought, because I'm gonna go watch it, and I'm sure as hell gonna come back and put a comment on what I thought.
I can't even.
So
I
I'm gonna come
I
back
just
and I'll write a
can't.
comment. I want to hear what y'all think.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, I can't even. Guys, seeing this in real life is.
That is so
It
fucking
change-
pretty. So
it
is it
changes.
from Labrador?
Yes, it is actually. It's
You know what I'm
it's
talking
a.
about, right? Did you go all the way down to the one?
Sorry, I can't hear you over this beautiful crystal.
Holy shit! Sorry, I was on the webpage still. What the fuck is this?
Labrador Night.
It's
From
Labrador.
Labrador.
Yeah, it's
Not
absolutely
the dog.
beautiful.
I know that this
The
isn't
peninsula.
Well, I'm gonna segue to something completely unrelated, but everyone should
something
Google.
completely different.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna go the Radamonte Python. Hey, can someone drop a big foot on me to get it going? Everyone should Google insects at 400 times magnification.
Yeah. Please do. They're fucking
It's
beautiful.
fucking beautiful. I have a background of a fly at 400 magnification, and it is
Dude, dragonflies.
Dude, dragonflies are fucking crazy.
Yeah, the most efficient predator out there. Just saying it. 90 to 95% of their hunts are successful.
Jesus Christ.
Labradorite is a feldspathoid, and its color is three-dimensional in real life.
It's a what?
The color, it's a feldspathoid.
No. What kind of rock did you say it was? A feldspatite?
Feldspathoid. It's not a feldspar. It's a feldspathoid. Same as lapis lazuli.
That's a weird name. That's a weird word.
Yeah. Well, it's
sorry.
it's sort of the same as falls in the same class as lapis lazuli. Yeah, it's pretty. It's very pretty. But yeah, the color is three-dimensional. Like if you turn the crystal
So it's like
around your hand.
multi-layered. It isn't just multi-layered in 2D. It's multi-layered in 3D.
Yeah, it is exceptionally beautiful. And then there's people who's rich enough to use this to make kitchen counters off.
What?
Yeah, it's.
I want. Oh, look up.
That would be fucking awesome.
Look up what magical properties it's supposed to have.
Well, here it is, amethyst fluoride. Whoa. Fluorite?
Someone mixed up their crystals and don't know what they are.
They're saying that's fluorite?
Well, leprechaunite is in their tags.
Oh god damn
The
it.
bottom.
Oh yeah, they go. Fuck. Spectralite labradorite. Sounds like a third eye.
Okay, what is spectralite?
No idea. Third eye stone. Fuck off.
Okay, so it's idiocy.
Yeah, very much.
Well, we are coming towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
Enrich your life with purite. That is an ironic sentence since it's fool's gold. Oh, pretty.
You get some really strange samples of hematite. I've seen a sample of hematite that looks like.
Yeah, that's one that looks like a dick.
So here's usually what you'd find is as like what's the word
like
again?
blob.
Yeah, there's a
Bubble.
word for it. Grossular. Oh no, it's not that. I can't remember.
Look,
the
there's
word.
one that looks like a dick. Go up.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It has a heart on.
Mm-hmm.
You can't
Hey,
see it,
how
but
far?
I'm smiling at myself for how bad that joke was.
Okay.
Hey, how far on the Mose scale is 4?
4. It's 4. Appetite.
Yeah, but like, how hard is that? Like, what's the scale? Like, what is the full scale?
The most hardest scale goes from 1 to 10, with 1 being the softest, 10 being the hardest, 10 being diamond, 1 is talc, 2 is gypsum, 3 is calcite, 4 is apatite, 5 I think is feldspar. No, 6 is feldspar, 5 is fluorite.
How hard are fingernails?
Fingernails would be just under 3, more like 2.5 around there.
It's just to have like this like a
Okay, high
gauge.
normal.
Because I know what I can scratch with my fingernails.
Yeah. Copper is about, if I'm not mistaken, about 4. So if you think about a penny, would be a copper penny would be 4, maybe a bit less. Then you have something like normal steel would be like 5.5. High carbon steel would be like a really, really hard steel, like HSS would be around 6. Quartz is 7, which is basically sand. 8 is topaz, 9 is corundum, i.e. ruby and sapphire.
What about cauliflower?
No, that's not the most on the scale. And then you get
So like, just for an idea of what we're dealing with here. So it's a scratch hardness like test, dude. Is that like fair to assume that's like actually scratching?
Yeah.
Like, what are they using to scratch it? Like, what is scratching it?
Other
Steel,
minerals.
aluminum, what?
Other minerals.
Other minerals.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's basically rank. If you can scratch, if you could take one mineral and scratch it and scratch another mineral.
You actually gave me a good idea for a video. Maybe I should do a video on that.
Dude, yes.
Yeah, please.
Because I'm trying to think of questions that will get like more explanation, because this is something that I think is like pretty interesting that ties back into the ridiculousness of how crystals can do anything but be pretty and do maybe minor things.
Like just
but not for healing, just like they're useful.
While doing our practicals in geology, the people who were well prepared, i.e. people like me, we have a little pouch that we take into doing the practical, and in your pouch you have a little small crystal you have a small quartz sample, a tiny piece of calcite, I have a piece of fluorite, apatite, a copper penny, piece of just a like mild steel, and a tungsten. Like a piece of tungsten carbide. And I'd use that to test the hardnesses of minerals, because there are some minerals that are just quite confusing. Like I picked up a piece of quartz that I thought was a piece of topaz at first, because it was really, really clear and it had a really strange shape and it was very difficult to scratch. But I managed to scratch it quite easily with the tungsten carbide. So I knew that I could scratch it very, very easily with tungsten carbide, and I didn't have to like put a lot of effort into it. That's why I determined it was quartz, not topaz, because topaz you really have to put a lot of effort into scratching it with tungsten. But yeah, it's.
Well, I'm glad that I asked because this is gonna drive you to make a real video on that. Yeah.
I'm actually currently looking because I wanna do like a more general science video. I wanna do show you know how Miles Power has his fun with science videos.
Yeah,
I want to do something like that, but with the extraction of your own DNA, because it's actually surprisingly easy to do. You can extract and visualize your own DNA from your spit.
Wait, 23andMe?
No. You can't.
That's one of those things, right?
You can't actually test it. I'm talking about things you probably have in your kitchen or can go.
Oh, you mean to do it yourself?
Go to do it yourself, and I'm currently looking. It's a bit easier to do it in like a test tube. And test tubes are fairly cheap, it turns out. So I might actually do that as a video.
Huh. Well, that's very interesting, and I would love to see something like that.
Like, you can't actually use it for anything, but it's just fun to be able to visualize it. Anyways, we're just rambling on about things that have nothing to do with anything right now, and we're taking it over time.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do another video on this website. I mean, it has some cool stuff, but I mean, it's.
Yeah, no.
I'd love doing this sort of videos on stuff I know about.
Yeah. I think we also mainly did this because we needed something where we had like an expert, and we've done a lot of biology stuff, and it sort of fit the people who were here. Anyways,
we really had to make up with lots of video, and yeah, we have this video has been given to us by Rhetoric, so he's definitely made up. We I quite took the piss out of him because he gave us a shit video, but like I said, eventually. I mean, we all agree beforehand what video we do, and if it's a shit website, then it's a democracy. Well,
yeah. Okay. So here's how it usually goes.
Have a vote because he's never in the fucking Skype.
Yeah, see, that's what I was gonna say. Is that I'm left out. But hey, so here's a funny thing. I'm gonna get a faster phone. Like, I'm gonna get a better phone that has more memory. Because that's my problem. I'm having using an old phone. There's like no memory on it, and it heats up and it's hot. Blah, blah, blah. I ain't going to bore you with those details. So here's the thing. I'm trying to upgrade everything. And that's going to take time. And also school. So, I don't know. Shit's been crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I came back to YouTube, and you might do that soon.
Well, I'm still working on the same fucking video I was 2 months ago. Whenever I was trying to get everything done. But,
yeah.
It's just...
Yeah, I'm on a roll with videos for some reason.
Yeah, seriously. I think I'm just gonna fart out something quick and just pick it up doing easy stuff until I can get I don't know. There's gonna be a break between fall and spring semester, so I might do a lot of work in that time and try to pump out multiples.
I think before. Okay. I think we should end this, and because now we do just. Talking about. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked this episode. This has actually been a really good episode, in my opinion. We had some science.
Yeah, it really helps.
We had a few weird tangents. It's been a good one. So good night.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye guys.